This is Jeff Singer reporting for Film the Police Hillsborough. We're out here with a few different unidentified anarchists in James Beach, and there's a Multnomah County Sheriff approaching us, and I think some questions may be asked to him in an interview capacity. Oh, he's gone. Oh, but here's one. Can I ask you a few questions? Well, I have a number of questions and they're critical, but they're not insulting. I have a few other people who have some critical questions as well, but I don't believe that they're going to be insulting. If you guys have any questions, in any way, shape, or form for this police officer here, I think he might be willing to engage. So if you're nice, you may get some answers.
I guess my question would just be, why wouldn't you call out the dirty cops on your force?
We're jail cops. We work in a jail.
Oh, there's
You're law enforcement.
Into those prisoners.
Well, I mean, if you find someone that is, then you would need to take it to my captain, but there's nothing
There's nothing you can do. I mean,
No, there's none that I know of.
I mean, maybe you're not looking hard enough. It's got to be there.
To just make a blanket
If you found
statement.
out, would you say something?
Sure.
Do you feel that police officers have been elevated or choose to try and elevate themselves above the rest of society? Speak candidly. I mean, you know.
You're asking for my opinion on this.
Yes, your opinion.
Well, yeah, you represent the state. I mean, we feed our money to you, so you should be accountable to citizens.
Too often police act like robots. We don't want robots. We want people who can tell us what they think. That you defend the Constitution of the United States, so they say. Therefore, that gives you the right to speak as you choose, uniform or not.
You should probably talk to the officer, public information officer.
Public information officer. Yes, sir, the problem is public information officers give us all the same scripted spiel. I've been at this for a while.
They're the ones who answer the questions.
What?
They're the ones who answer the questions.
Yeah, but they answer questions like public information
Like
officers.
politicians.
Right. You look like a working man.
I am a working man who just happens to be on his lunch break.
But you hold down the working man. Like, what about the rest of the working men and women and non-identified men?
So here, let me frame it like this.
It's not your problem. I mean, it's their problem.
Let me frame it like this. Whenever the poorest or the working class demand a little more recompense for the labor that they put forward, those in power who wish to maintain the status quo go to you to gear up and go bust their skulls. You never see those in power getting in trouble.
I don't get in trouble personally either. So.
Here's another good question.
How long have you been working as a sheriff? You're working for 4 years. So you might like still think that you're doing the good thing, huh?
He may still retain some of his humanity, yes.
What's that?
Do you still think you're doing the right thing?
So,
interesting.
You ever killed anybody?
I'm sure he's never shot anybody.
Not yet. I mean, 4 years. We'll see, maybe 15.
So you do believe you're doing the right thing, and I'm sure you've helped people in real trouble before. However, have you ever arrested anybody for drug possession?
I don't arrest anybody in the jail.
Have you ever processed somebody for drug possession?
I'm sure there's probably many that have been processed.
Is
I
it
don't look at the charges.
is it right to process and arrest people for drug possession?
If they're breaking laws, then yes.
Are laws oftentimes instituted to control the lowest classes and the poor?
Sounds like you want to talk to politicians who make laws.
No, I want to talk to the people. I want to talk to the people who enforce the politicians' laws.
You're the man on the
I don't
street.
even enforce laws. I enforce jail laws.
Sure enough, you've never been on patrol. Really?
Never ever been.
So then let's not talk about the state of law enforcement in the street. Let's talk about the state of law enforcement in the institutions. For example, in this country, there are more people incarcerated for nonviolent offenses than there are in any other country in the world. And that includes North Korea. 75% of them are nonviolent offenders. You process these people who come in here. Now, you may not be aware of it, or you may be aware of it. But when those people get processed and come in here, they're put into the criminal justice system. And then they have the hooks in them. Financial extortion. The constant supervision. The way people have to bow and bend to what their probation officer says. Whose real job, and it's inarguable, even if one may not see it, it is inarguable, their job is to control those people. to make sure they stay under tax. And if you've noticed, the people always on probation always are the poorest. The poorest people are always under the chains of the state for things that they didn't hurt anybody or did anything other than have some pot or even some meth, for example. Terrible stuff. Nonetheless, to prohibit it,
DHS.